Do you ever feel like God is silent, like He's not answering your prayers or guiding your path? If so, know that you're not alone. In this video, we'll explore what God's silence might mean and how to prepare for when He speaks. Remember, sometimes God needs to be quiet so that you can hear Him better. So let's dive into it. Before we begin, please make sure to subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our latest videos. Now let's move forward. Know, 1, the power of God's silence. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like you were waiting forever for an answer from God? Maybe you were praying about a big decision and day after day, you didn't receive the clear direction you were hoping for. It can be challenging when we don't hear what we want to hear, especially when we're facing difficult circumstances. However, author and speaker Priscilla Shirer reminds us that God's silence can be powerful too. In her book, The Power of a Praying Wife, Shirer writes, "When God seems silent, that doesn't necessarily mean He has nothing to say. Instead, it might mean He wants you to get ready to hear what He has said." This is an important reminder that we should always assume God is ignoring us. When He does seem to be answering our prayers right away, instead, we should remember that He may be preparing us to hear His voice more clearly. So if you're going through a time when you feel like God is silent, take heart and prepare yourself to listen for His voice. You never know what He may have in store for you. Know, 2, what to do when God seems absent. Embrace the quiet. Have you ever felt like you were alone in your struggles, as if God was far away and didn't care about your problems? According to author Karen Burton, this feeling of abandonment can be especially prevalent during times of grief. In her book, When God Seems Distant, Burton writes, "When we lose someone we love, we may feel as though God has abandoned us. We cry out to Him, but there is no reply. We search for Him, but He cannot be found." In these moments of intense pain and loneliness, we must remember that God is still with us, even if we can't hear or see Him. While it can be difficult to accept God's silence, it's important to remember that He is always present and cares about our struggles. Embracing the quiet and allowing ourselves to feel the pain can be a way to connect with God in a deeper way and grow closer to Him through our suffering. Number 3. Silence is golden. Discovering God's hidden preparations. Have you ever wondered why God sometimes seems so quiet in our lives? Renowned author and speaker Joyce Meyer believes that there is a reason behind God's silence, and it's often tied to His desire to prepare us for something greater. In her book, The Secret to Staying on Purpose, Meyer writes, "God sometimes allows things to happen to get our attention because He has something new for us to do. He wants us to know that He hasn't forgotten us, but He also wants us to recognize that it's time for a change." This is a powerful reminder that while we may not always understand why God is silent or what He is waiting for, it's important to remember that He has a purpose in everything He does. So if you're feeling like God is silent right now, take it as an opportunity to reflect on what changes He may be wanting to make in your life and be open to the possibilities. Know, for waiting on God, how silence shapes our spiritual journey. Are you tired of waiting on God's promises? Do you feel like you've been waiting forever for your prayers to be answered? Renowned author and speaker Beth Moore understands what it's like to wait patiently for God's timing. In her book, A Heart Set Free, Moore writes, "When God is silent, we must learn to embrace the quiet and trust that He has a plan." Waiting on God can be a humbling experience, but it also allows us to depend on His strength rather than our own. During times of silence, we can grow closer to God and gain a deeper understanding of His will for our lives. It's important to remember that God's silence doesn't mean He's ignoring us. Instead, it gives us an opportunity to strengthen our faith and trust in Him completely. By learning to wait on God, we can discover a deeper purpose and meaning in our lives and ultimately draw closer to Him. No. 5. God's whisper in the silence. Finding purpose in preparation. Have you ever felt like God was getting ready to do something big in your life, but you weren't sure when or how? Author and speaker Joel Osteen believes that when God is silent, it's often because He wants us to focus on preparing ourselves for what's to come. In his book, Become a Person of Influence, Osteen writes, God sometimes allows us to go through seasons of preparation so that when the breakthrough comes, we're ready to receive it. These moments of quiet and stillness allow us to grow and develop the qualities we need to handle the challenges ahead. When we take the time to prepare ourselves, we can be more effective in achieving our goals and better equipped to deal with any obstacles that may arise. So if you're feeling like God is silent, remember that it is an opportunity for you to get ready for the blessings He has in store for you. No. 6. The divine pause. Embracing God's silence for spiritual growth. Are you going through a time in your life where it feels like God is being silent? According to renowned author and speaker John Maxwell, this period of silence may not be a coincidence. In his book, The 365 Daily Devotions for Leaders, Maxwell writes, God sometimes places us on pause to help us grow spiritually. It may not feel like a blessing at the time, but these moments of stillness can be just what we need to refocus on our faith and values. Embracing the divine pause in your life can lead to a deeper connection with God and personal growth. It's essential to use this time wisely and reflect on your journey so far, asking God for guidance on the path ahead. Remember, even in silence, God is with you, preparing you for what lies ahead. Number 7, silent seasons. How God prepares us in the quiet. Have you ever experienced a season in your life where things were silent, where it seemed like God wasn't answering your prayers or guiding your path? According to author and speaker Max Lucado, these silent seasons are not a cause for concern, but an opportunity for preparation. In his book, The Applause of Heaven, Lucado writes, sometimes God leads us through valleys of silence so that we can hear the whispers of our hearts. It is in the quiet moments that we can truly connect with God and discover our deepest desires and motivations. These silent seasons are a chance for us to reflect on our lives and realign ourselves with God's plan. They allow us to focus on our relationship with Him and prioritize our faith above the noise and distractions of everyday life. Number 8, finding strength in stillness. Navigating God's silence. Are you going through a time where it feels like God is silent, where your prayers seem unanswered and your path unclear? Don't worry, you're not alone. Renowned author and speaker Robin Jones Gunnarsson knows what it's like to navigate through life's uncertainties. In her book, The Healing Power of a Woman's Quiet Time, Gunnarsson writes, when we feel like God is silent, it's important to remember that He is still with us. These moments of stillness can be an opportunity for us to grow closer to God and discover our strength in Him. Embracing the quiet and trusting in God's plan can lead to a deeper connection with Him and a renewed sense of purpose. Number 9, when God is quiet, unlocking the secrets of spiritual preparation. Have you ever wondered why God sometimes seems so quiet in our lives? Renowned author and speaker Tony Evans believes that there's a reason behind God's silence, and it's often linked to our spiritual preparation. In his book, The Kingdom Man, Part 1, The Secret Place, Evans writes, "When God is quiet, it's because he wants us to get ready for what's coming. It's not a time for us to give up, but a time for us to get our spiritual house in order. When we take the time to prepare ourselves spiritually, we can be more effective in achieving our goals and better equipped to deal with any obstacles that may arise." So if you're feeling like God is silent, remember that it's an opportunity for you to get ready for the blessings he has in store for you. Number 10, the silence speaks. Discovering God's purpose in your waiting period. Are you waiting on God to speak, to guide you on the right path, to offer clarity in the midst of your confusion? According to author and speaker Philip Yancey, sometimes God's silence speaks volumes. In his book, What's in the Silence, Yancey writes, "In the quiet moments, when we don't hear God speaking audibly, we can still hear him through the whispers of our conscience, the promptings of our intuition, and the guidance of the Holy Spirit within us. The silence isn't empty. It's full of divine whispers waiting for us to tune in. It is in the silence that we can truly hear God's voice and discover his purpose for our lives." We hope this video has brought you some comfort and perspective during your waiting period. Remember, when God is silent, it doesn't mean he has abandoned you. Instead, it's often a sign that he is preparing something special for you. So keep your eyes open for the opportunities and blessings he has in store, and trust that his silence is a part of his perfect plan for your life. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And until next time, may you find peace in God's loving presence.